Let's talk about the one enemy that never leaves you alone. Not your boss, not your past, not the people who hurt you, your own mind. Krishna says, those who see God as the supreme soul equally present everywhere and in all living beings do not degrade themselves by their mind. Thereby they reach the supreme destination. Read that carefully. Krishna doesn't say they are protected from the world. He says they do not degrade themselves by their own mind. The degradation is internal. The imprisonment is self-created. They who understand that all actions of the body are performed by material nature, while the embodied soul actually does nothing, are the one who can truly see. This is one of the most psychologically sophisticated statements ever made. The body acts, the senses react, the conditioned mind interprets, and then the ego steps in and takes ownership. I did this. I failed this. I am this. The story your mind tells you about who you are, what you deserve, what you're capable of, none of that is objective truth. The soul carried none of this. The mind convinced it otherwise. Why does this happen? The ego of being the body and the pride of being the doer trap the soul in the cycle of birth and death. Not sin, not bad karma. In the simplistic sense, it's ego identification with action. Now let's bring in modern psychology. The foundation principle of cognitive behavioral therapy is cognitive distortions. The mind generates automatic negative thoughts, and we mistake them for truth. I am a failure. I am unlovable. I ruined everything. CBT calls these cognitive fusions, where you become so merged with your thought that you cannot distinguish the thinker from the thought. Acceptance and commitment. Therapy goes further. It introduces cognitive defusion, the practice of separating yourself from your thoughts. Instead of I am a failure, you learn to say, I notice I am having the thought that I am a failure. NLP calls this stepping into third position, fully dissociating from your experience to see it from a neutral, witness perspective. It is used in NLP to treat trauma, phobias, and chronic self-criticism. Krishna's prescription here is the most elegant version of this anyone has ever described. See God equally in all beings, including yourself. When you hold that perspective, the mind cannot degrade you because you are no longer the story the mind is telling. You are the awareness in which the story is happening. Here is a practical CBT exercise based on these two verses. The next time your mind attacks you, you made a mistake at work, a relationship failed, you feel inadequate. Stop. Write down the thought exactly as it appears. Then ask yourself 3 questions. 1. Is this the soul speaking or the conditioned mind? 2. What would I say to a friend who thought this about themselves? 3. Is there any version of this situation in which God, seated inside me, would agree with this judgment? Almost always the answer to question 3 is no. Krishna tells us that those who see God in all beings, including in the person they see in the mirror, do not degrade themselves by their mind. And that protection isn't mystical, it's psychological. When your self-worth is rooted in the divine rather than in performance, the mind loses its ammunition. Maharishi Vasishtha's instruction to Lord Rama was work externally as if the results depend entirely on you, but internally know yourself to be the non doer, full accountability on the outside, zero self-destruction on the inside. That is what psychological health looks like. And the Gita described it before the field of psychology existed. Look for God in yourself and equally into others. Then the mind loses its power to destroy you.